Friendship doesn't knock before entering your life. Love does, but only when it's ready to change everything. New York City had a way of making people feel invisible and unforgettable at the same time. For Lena Parker, the city was noise, movement, and survival. 26 years old, born and raised in Queens, Lena had learned early how to stand on her own. She worked as a junior graphic designer at a small marketing firm near Midtown, spent her evenings sketching in cafes, and told herself she liked being alone. At least, that's what she believed, until HarperCollins walked into her life. They met on a rainy Tuesday morning. Lena was already late for work when the subway suddenly stopped between stations. People groaned, phones came out, someone cursed under their breath. Lena sighed, pulled her hood tighter, and stared at the advertisement across from her. That's when she heard a soft laugh. Not loud, not dramatic, just warm. She looked up. The girl standing near the pole had dark blonde hair tied in a messy bun, raindrops still clinging to her jacket. She was smiling at something on her phone, completely unbothered by the chaos around her. Their eyes met. "Oh, sorry," the girl said quickly, tucking her phone away. "Didn't mean to laugh out loud." Lena shrugged. "Honestly, it's kind of nice. Beats everyone pretending this doesn't suck." The girl smiled wider. "Right? I'm Harper, Lena." And just like that, something shifted. Over the next 20 minutes, the train remained stuck. Conversations sparked and died around them. But Lena and Harper kept talking about work, about New York, about how both of them secretly hated mornings. Harper worked as a freelance photographer. She had moved to Brooklyn 2 years ago, chasing a feeling, as she put it. "I didn't know what I was looking for," Harper admitted, "but I knew I'd find it here." Lena laughed. "That's very poetic," Harper shrugged. Occupational hazard. When the train finally moved, Lena felt an unexpected flicker of disappointment. Before they separated, Harper hesitated. "Hey, would it be weird if I asked for your Instagram?" Lena surprised herself by answering immediately. Not weird. Their friendship grew easily, too easily. Coffee after work turned into long walks through Central Park. Text messages turned into late-night voice notes. Silence turned into comfort. Harper had this way of listening, really listening. When Lena talked about her strained relationship with her father, Harper didn't interrupt. When Lena joked to avoid vulnerability, Harper gently waited, and Lena noticed everything. The way Harper pushed her hair behind her ear when she was nervous, the way her voice softened when she talked about her childhood in Oregon, the way her eyes lit up behind the camera lens. But Lena told herself it was nothing, just friendship. One Friday evening, Harper invited Lena over to her apartment. "Nothing fancy," Harper said over the phone. "Just pizza and maybe a movie." Lena arrived with a bottle of soda and no expectations. Harper's apartment was warm, filled with soft yellow light and photographs pinned across the walls, faces, streets, sunsets. "These are amazing," Lena said quietly. Harper smiled. "They're moments. I collect them." They sat close on the couch, knees brushing occasionally. Lena was hyper-aware of the distance or lack of it between them. Halfway through the movie, Harper laughed at something on screen and leaned slightly into Lena. Lena froze, not because she didn't like it, but because she liked it too much. She could smell Harper's shampoo. Feel the warmth of her arm. Time slowed. Neither of them moved away. Later that night, as Lena walked home, her chest felt tight. She replayed the evening over and over, questioning feelings she had buried for years. She had dated men before. It was fine, comfortable, expected. But this felt dangerous and real. Things changed after that, subtly at first. Their hugs lingered. Their conversations grew deeper. Their silences grew louder. One evening, while sitting on the Brooklyn Bridge, watching the city glow, Harper spoke softly. Do you ever feel like some people enter your life for a reason you don't understand yet? Lena swallowed. Yeah. Harper turned to her. Their faces were inches apart. For a moment, Lena thought Harper might kiss her. Instead, Harper smiled sadly and looked away. And that almost hurt more. The truth was, both of them were afraid. Afraid of labels. Afraid of losing what they already had. Afraid of wanting something they couldn't undo. But love doesn't stay quiet forever. It waits. And then it speaks. From friendship to love. An American lesbian love story. When feelings refuse to stay silent in. Some feelings don't arrive suddenly. They grow quietly until they become impossible to ignore. After that night on the Brooklyn Bridge, Lena tried to convince herself nothing had changed. But everything had. Harper didn't text as often. Not because she didn't care, but because she cared too much. Every message felt loaded. Every emoji felt like a question neither of them was brave enough to ask. Weeks passed. They still met, still laughed, still shared coffee. But there was space, now invisible, heavy, fragile. One evening, Lena noticed Harper acting different, distracted. Her phone lighting up again and again. Everything okay? Lena asked casually. Harper hesitated. Yeah, just work stuff. It wasn't a lie. It just wasn't the whole truth. The truth was Megan. Megan was a client, confident, charming, openly gay. She laughed loudly, touched Harper's arm easily, and didn't overthink emotions the way Lena did. When Harper mentioned Megan in passing, Lena felt something twist inside her chest. Jealousy, it scared her. She had no right to feel that way, right? One Saturday afternoon, Lena finally broke. They were sitting in a small cafe in Soho, rain tapping against the window. Harper was talking about a new photography project, but Lena wasn't listening. Harper, Lena interrupted softly. Harper looked up. Yeah? Are you seeing someone? The question hung between them. Harper didn't answer right away. I don't know, she said finally. Maybe, Lena nodded, forcing a smile. That's great. It wasn't. That night, Lena lay awake replaying every moment of their friendship. Every laugh, every touch, every almost. She finally admitted the truth she'd been running from. She was in love with her best friend, and she might already be too late. Harper wasn't sleeping either. She stood in her apartment, camera in hand, scrolling through photos she had taken of Lena over the past year, candid shots Lena never noticed. Lena laughing. Lena thinking. Lena being home. Megan was easy, but Lena was everything. Harper whispered into the quiet room. I'm scared. Scared to lose her. Scared to change everything. scared that love would cost her the one person who mattered most. The breaking point came unexpectedly. At an art gallery opening, Harper arrived with Megan. Lena saw them from across the room. Too close, too comfortable. Her chest tightened. She left without saying goodbye. Later that night, Harper found a voicemail on her phone. Lena's voice was shaky. "I can't keep pretending. I miss you, even when you're right in front of me." That was when Harper knew. Some loves don't fade quietly. They demand courage. Choosing love. Love is terrifying. But regret is worse. Harper showed up at Lena's apartment the next morning. No texts. No calls. Just honesty. Lena opened the door, surprised then guarded. "Hey," Harper said softly. "Hey." They stood there, neither knowing where to start. Finally, Harper spoke. "I didn't bring Megan to hurt you." Lena swallowed. "I know. I brought her because I was running." Silence. Then Lena whispered, "From what?" Harper stepped closer. "From loving you." Lena's breath caught. "You don't get to say that unless you mean it." Harper's eyes filled. "I mean it. I've meant it for a long time." "And Elle?" Lena laughed weakly. "You could have ruined everything." "I know," Harper said. "But not saying it would have ruined me." Lena took a deep breath. "I've spent my whole life choosing the safe option," she said, "and it never felt like this." She reached for Harper's hand. "For once, I want to choose what's real." Harper's fingers tightened around hers. Slowly, gently, Harper leaned in. Their first kiss wasn't rushed. It was soft, careful, full of years of unspoken emotion. When they pulled back, both were smiling through tears. Love didn't solve everything overnight. There were conversations, fears, questions. But there was also laughter again, deeper this time. They learned each other not just as friends, but as partners. Sunday mornings turned into shared breakfasts. Photo walks became dates. Silence became peace. Months later, they stood once again on the Brooklyn Bridge. Same city. Different hearts. Harper squeezed Lena's hand. "Funny how we started as strangers?" Lena smiled. "And ended as home." Harper kissed her forehead. From friendship to love. The kind that changes everything.